anyone inside toilets and the like. One Flatru will also help him out with that. But now comes the hit. Over towards this A bomb site. Flashes down. Smoke there as well to try and cross over. And One Flatru's USP will be completely mitigated. Minio trying to make quick work back towards the back of bank. But in the meanwhile, Synopsy and Juan have found a kill apiece. And Juan wants to keep on fighting. And although the bomb is planted, Tees might have lost too many players. Minio has to start coming into action. Synopsy comes by the wayside, and there you have it. Very easy, very smooth retake from Bad News Eagles. And I'm curious to see how aggressive Bad News Eagle are actually going to get on the CT side. As the deep flash from Minio is going to be giving him no cover whatsoever. Synopsy, taking the back tree position, is just going to be able to come back through and really set himself up. But with Hades phasing the smoke, the advantage should go to the T side. Synopsy, however, is about to collide into it, and Hades just delivers death very swiftly. Kyler to add another as well. So you're in a 2-on-3. 9 have been given an opportunity to try and make something off a very poor situation.
Yeah, it's going to have with the footsteps because they need to go quickly.
I mean, they've given up the footsteps already, so rotations are coming in so damn fast. GXX gets a burst right back behind the pillar. A smoke out from Kyler.
Well, some of that will be confidence, some of that will be structure and how much is built around him on that ult. But if he can just hit opening picks, that will be a great place to start. GXX to hit the deck, and Kai will try and take up that open space around that smoke. Scenario wasn't quite ready for it, and so one and done. Kai will dip, and that's a 5-on-3 to start.
See? All he's doing is recovering some utility, but with two players on the same bomb site, it is still going to be a B site hit. Maybe. No. They're getting double-minded about this as well. One Flatru will end up falling. If he'd found one kill there, things could have gone very dangerously.
Rigon can still cut off the numbers here. He's still sat in towards short order, and while Synopsy's been dealt with, the bomb's still coming over towards this B site, and Rigon's going to hear a series of the utility being sent over this bomb site, so he should actually have a clear idea of what's trying to sneak a defuse or something.
He doesn't have a smoke or a kit. There's when that happens. Does go through, drop the op right now, even trying to strafe back over and see whether he can force back a couple of more players so that they do end up falling. Remember, Rigon did... Oh, he picks up a kit as well. Not that it'll matter, but remember, Rigon did lose his life. Very often, he's the one with the most deaths on the team by far.
Instant. 4 players in proximity towards this A bomb site, and flashes over it long, so it might divide the attention of these Bad News Eagles players. They're going to try and fight forward, and Rigon will drop Synopsy there for a trade, but the AWP of Hades is still standing firm over towards Banana. Flash is great to at least disallow more information, but they need backup, they need help, and Synopsy will eventually get flushed out. Hades snatching that kill away. Bomb can finally make its way into the bomb site, 15 seconds, and trapped behind a smoke in at CT. They may try and barrel through this, but it's going to be covered by the rifles, and Kyler will cut them down. Juan's nade finally bringing it down to a 1-2, but nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. It will be another round here for 9.
All you've got to try and penetrate into this B bomb site with 35 seconds left, and CT's having literally 4 smokes. This is going to be a hard time, but they're not actually using them yet. Might be a little bit too late to even consider it. Scenari down under in the water position is going to have to do so much work because One Flatru ends up using his own smoke defensively. They're trying to set up behind it, but they're losing players, they're losing members, and the T's are just barreling through. Kai's already forward. Inside the smoke he goes. GXX to eliminate him, and while Hades is looking for a flank, his teammates are all falling down and under. Still a 2-on-2 with the CTs being low. Their HP is a trouble, and they will have to deal with very soon, but Kyler yet to peek. Hades wants to be the one to take first contact. Will be able to do so. Kyler's still spamming away with the AK, trying to intimidate. Hades has been left behind. Kyler's missed every single shot. An opportunity in that position.
Since that they've been throwing over towards A, they simply throw a smoke, a Molotov, just to keep them guessing. And now the flashes come through. Monster pop.
Solari this time immediately eliminated. Flashbang over will actually end up blinding out One Flatru as well. GXX the only one who can actually safely take forward and take charge, but he's been smoked off now. For him to strafe out would be near suicide. One Flatru falls, but will be traded at the very least. A grenade to the back of GXX's bum will not be helping him walk back, as he'll take a slightly more defensive position. Boost being set up, but it quickly found and sussed out, and with this, be surprised if Rigon and GXX have no choice but to save.
It really is a shame that that CT boost is so easily spotted. Overextensions by their players. They'll be able to take over and capitalize on that site. 5 a pop. 9 have been collecting and answering in a number of these past few rounds, and you could see Bad News Eagles certainly have an idea that maybe this B bomb site will be targeted again. One Flatcher in it short, but again through Monte will go. Kai, the nade will land at his feet, but Scenari doubling up on the spray, and the flashes didn't do enough to push him off the angle, but they only have command over short. Molotov and Kyler should allow them access, but they're getting chopped down before they even make any progress. Synopsy finally dealt with, but Hades is completely boxed in, and that op shot miss will mean his life lost. A 6th and an overtake here by Bad News Eagles. Earlier, one of the highest deaths on Bad News Eagles. Him leaving the server and rejoining doesn't change that fact.
But it does hide it. Once again, contact into B seems to be the plan. Synopsy with the flames will find one, but Minio takes advantage of the momentary distraction to actually move forward, and the double Hades adds another. And GXX will be so late to the party, he'll be wondering whether he was even invited in the first place. Nice entries out from Mini over there. They do actually change up their setup for the B-side hit just a little bit because they've consistently seen the Bad News Eagle player near wood mitigate risk.
Well, no, if they lose this round, their money bonus isn't great. Oh my, the 4-man boost.
Who said they're losing?
They're not. Clearly.
Oh.
A free kill on Synopsy as well into short, hoping that they can maybe get access to that before 9 re-aggress. One Flatcher in front of the tunnel will just get run down. This round has completely combusted.
Bad News Eagle's initial aggression was sort of catching them off a few times too many.
Move from Juan to just push through that monster tunnel and just hope that there's nobody on the other side, and there wasn't. They know it should be an A play.
GXR getting ready to peek back out over on long. They trying to cross through. Ray got caught out, and he will be brought down. Now Tyler, all he has to do is keep himself alive with this bomb and try and fade away. Unfortunately, it does take a lot of damage to do so when one Flatcher has wasted no time to go ahead and find another kill. Trade, yes, but worth it? Absolutely.
He's re-aggressing, but they've also not committed to the B play. So Synopsy knows what's up. The Bad News Eagles should completely win this round, and with Kyler's bomb being dropped, 15 seconds doesn't feel like enough for Minio.
No, sorry, shouldn't be it. Bad News Eagles set for 7, and they are ready to try and close it out as well. Synopsy around the corner with the AWP ready. Just hits the shot. 7 found. Bad News Eagle, despite looking to be starting off very strong, lost out some momentum, but we'll have to see whether or not that second half is going to fare better for them. We'll be back after a short break.
Gotta be a little suspicious when there's just no aggression, no CTs facing whatsoever.
Oh! That's a very quick trade. Very violent point of view for Rigon, but hey, he is however going to be taken out, and Hades on the flank will whiff out a couple of shots. GXX's repeat gives him a second chance, and it's one he will take advantage of. Scenario as well, unable to find the initial kill, will be able to get it later on, but in the meanwhile, the bomb is fully isolated on the A-bomb site, and now has been dropped. Scenario all alone, a 1-on-2 and no bomb.
As soon as he takes fight on one, the other should swing, and they're trying to double swing on it, but not a great angle to actually capitalize. Scenari eventually run down. Tough situation to be in, and a very awkward looking round there for Bad News Eagles. I was not feeling comfortable to stick around, and they'll reset and focus in at long instead. Hades' AWP has struck over towards the short side. Scenari not expecting that they'd go for the boost, but Juan has got a counter kill over B. Same as the aggression from Rigon. Into 3-on-3, no one else to punish any sort of aggression long, and Hades making this rotate in, found the perfect timing. Now he's just back to B. This is where he started out. Well, one smoke over A, they're hoping that pulls Kai away. Oh, that's critical. That's bomb. 15 seconds and Kai's repositioned already. GXX has no idea he's gonna go out wide like that. That's perfectly played there from Kai. Recognized exactly where the positions were likely to be.
Oh, he's missed a crucial shot. Now needs to try and land a few more. They are being run down on the CT side, and already so many casualties and so many guns recovered as well. Where is that open? Why hasn't it been picked up is the question. Rigon, well, he doesn't need one. 2-on-3. And the round loss you talked about might be here and now. Rigon. Safe to say that he was a little bit worried when that grenade was thrown, but does manage to keep himself alive and now has recovered the AWP as well. One flash through. Molotov will not spread over. Deagle still at the ready. Kai around the corner needs to get a very quick shot if they want to keep themselves alive. Rigon is gone. And Goofy, now left alone, a one-on-one scenario will fall, but hell, man, the amount of damage they're able to do and get the bomb plot here as well, Bad News Eagles will be happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, really close. Time was running out as well for Goofy to come in for that retake. Didn't have the kit. That's money related. Some of that's also just adaptation period to pick up the A4 again.
Really crucial kill for Minio to find, and they're getting aggressive again. Turn it back to a 5-on-2 now. Kai, not done yet, wants to keep on peeking forward, especially with the kind of damage that's been dealt through the wall. Feels like you didn't even see anyone this round, and you...
Yet against the rifles, they drive. Feels like they really need this kill on Scenari, and not gonna get it. Some information gathered, 35 seconds. They're gonna have to make their move on B, and with only one smoke to really work off of. Coming quick though.
Yep, entries are fast back into the B-bomb site, but this is where the rotation from Minio is on point. Will be able to make it also difficult to actually scale, and Minio is a fiend. He is an absolute fiend. What a second B-bomb site player. I mean, what a performance coming out from him, and just the diversity he's actually...
We've seen the amount of aggression that he's been able to facilitate over at long as well, or over in short rather.
Good night. Not as much damage as you would expect, though. Might have gone slightly too far forward. Flashbangs are well placed. They should be able to recover this, but Goofy, quick kills, and Kai's here as well to pick up the pace. 3 kills found through that monster smoke and quickly refresh soon after. Perfectly played.
A necessity, lest we go to Mirage. Beanie would be down the map. Good kill from Rigon. No counter being lined up here by 9, but this may open up an opportunity here for GXX to make his way through the monster tunnel, and that AWP will connect. So into 2-on-2, and they're still somewhat split here on the 9 defense.
They should know that Minio is still around the bomb site, but with a smoke out in his hands, maybe GXX wasn't quite that aware. A one-on-one now, Rigon, a chance at redemption, an opportunity, but it swiftly lost out Kyler. To shut it down, Bad News Eagle will not have a chance on overpasses. They are just thoroughly wiped out. What a performance coming out from 9. Straight into the action we go as a pistol run has already begun, and it is with some action. Hades finding Synopsy, taking him down, but the trade is across the map and almost instant. They gone down over into the B-bomb site. Goofy quickly eliminated as well. Bad News Eagles off to a flying start.
Yeah, raring to go after a failed T-side on overpass, and now a 3-on-1 that Hades is not favoring his chances in. 2 kills so far. We need to finish the ace, and finds GXX on the flank. Now just a separated fight inside of the bomb site, but Rigon completely unexpected. A very quick round and a very fast T-side round registered here for Bad News Eagles. Their shoulder overpass on a map that they feel the most comfortable with. Mirage, a whole different story. Nade is great for Hades, and that MAC-10 could have finished off business, but Hades is very fast to collect on a headshot, and Goofy covers off the potential push, so down to just 3 on the attack.
Hades has actually retreated that far. And well, now they will. Goofy comes through with another quick kill. Kai's added even more to the tally, and not a single casualty on the CT side.
We make eye contact? Do I talk?
Minio wants some eye contact over here, but unfortunately he's made contact with lead. Ooh. Not quite what he's looking for, and Goofy hasn't quite resisted it yet either. Rigon, forget about hit registry. There isn't even mental registry in this game right now when he's got a mental play.
Had a good path into jungle, maybe wrapping into A site, but Hades cuts it dry. And they still know that A ramp could potentially be occupied. Kai has not revealed his position. That's where the bomb is coming over that direction. GXX critical kill, but again, highlight on the fact that Kai could cut off this bomb, and you could see Scenari's hesitance approaching in at ramp because he knows this is a possibility.
He knows it almost certainly. Kai, flashbang inwards, and Scenario will take him down.
Was the one that would take Bad News Eagles up to the next level. Hold there from Synopsy, Kyler overstepping and looking for early information, hoping that nobody will be holding in for the B apartments.
Be careful on the side of things, but Minio lines them up. GXX somehow doesn't find the frag. I think Raycon might have actually walked in front of him when Minio's taking the peek. That's why it's a wallbang kill as well.
I've even seen separate tournaments where maybe one will sort of shy away. I was always surprised that...
Oh. Crucial. Very important frag to be found. Okay, well, he knows there's another player around the corner. Why not go ahead and pick him up, put him down.
Good counter there from Juan Flatcher, already pre-aiming the angle for the jump up to the Palace. Minio, completely unexpecting someone to have made their way out from ramp. Synopsy may finish off business. Minio had to fight or fly there and fails to do either. Hades and Goofy do answer in kind, so Synopsy's all that's left. A 1-on-3 and headshot offered up. But they have to give this man some respect. Was completely dominant over at B and takes his time with the taps. Hades as well. Op shot missed, but USP will be pulled in time. And get it done with the scope. May as well make it work with the sidearm.
More exposed, so he'll have to be more defensive. But as Bad News Eagles circles back towards a mid-play, they don't have the utility to make this happen unless they just get straight clean shots. But Minio peeks out completely dry. Goofy and Hades are still going to keep it competitive. But as Connector gets blocked off, Goofy needed to keep himself alive, but is not able to do so. Kyler finds some ground, finds some space, and he hasn't realized Juan Flatcher's dropped down yet. Juan Flatcher, however, loses his teammate in the meanwhile and will reveal his position. And with the bomb down, 10 seconds on the clock, this isn't going to be enough time. Kyler has completely outplayed him. Just breaks his ankles.
Oh my, GXX can't even get the tail end kill.
No one in A main is definitely due, and Kai might be a little bit extra wary because of it. Eddie's not being here either, so this will have to be a couple of very quick kills to come through. Goofy and Minio at least do chime in with a couple apiece, but Kai taking his time, taking that smoke and using it to move past, has not been spotted just quite yet. Gets a freebie, drops a bomb as well. Now, finally, that lurking player to come over. Juan Flatcher with a grenade. GXX with a follow-up will actually take him down. But with the bomb still on the ground, Goofy has a chance to close the distance. And with this, 80's kill, he's the only one who's still got a chance to try and make something work. Deployed. Both players bunched up on the bomb site, and as they start to take a peek forward, Goofy wants to just get some warbangs, will not find them. One Flatcher close it out.
Postured up for a B play, and there are 4 players in close proximity. Third player is flanking towards the underpass, and no one's hovering for Minio at the moment, but timing's not great. Synopsy finally clears behind, and they're running into 3 still.
Oh, Scenario with the spam as well, courtesy of the Mac 10 will just keep the player distracted, and as they keep on moving forward, it's entries galore, stack or not, will not matter. If you can just get the kills, it doesn't matter where they all are. Raygon seals the deal with 3.
Instead, they gift an opener to the B&E side.
Oh, there goes Synopsy. So, gifts have been exchanged. Scenario, however, comes out on top of it all, but Minio will decide that that will not be for too long. Trades across the map consistently taking place, but really it feels like the big one that will make a difference, the big duel, is going to be Kyler versus GXX, and, well, Kyler to try and find and eliminate Kyler soon. It's such a tricky angle to deal with, though. Will he be expecting it? Quick drop down. Kyler is playing this very defensively. That's exactly what you want to see. Perfectly played as a B-side anchor.
Converting on them. It is solid onto Rigon, forced back into the HE via the Molotov.
Rigon, though. Oh, he catches him out. The timing is perfect. Rigon! What a shot mid-air as well, and he's not done yet. Mirage is his map 14 and 8, and you can see why this team can sometimes just feel so damn hard to play against.
Yeah. GXX will decapitate Minio as well. Very traditional weapon to Clay pigeon shoot I can with.
Ooh. And Synopsy's also been something else right now. This past game. Wick dropped down and GXX has found Kyler as well. 5-on-2, there's basically nothing you can do as 9 now. At this point, it's only down to Minio and whether he can find some heroics, but hell, he's even finding it hard to take a bullet to the side of the head.
1v5 with an MP9. Fancying his chances. Yeah, shot in the back of the head. Synopsy will close it. A successful T-side half this time over by the Bad News Eagles. Let's see if they can convert here on their map pick to force Anubis. On that CT side, all in all, they have to make this work, and it's a fast B play to try and instigate.
Raycon good for the first one, even while blind. Raycon comes through with more. He does not want to stop. This man is on a tear right now. And unfortunately for 9, they are on the receiving end.
You might be funneled into Scenari's flank.
Scenari doesn't want to stay in the A-bomb side. He doesn't want to stay on CT side in general. He's like, well, maybe I can be one of them. Guys, why aren't you paying attention to me? You should be paying attention to him. Drops the bomb, gets so much more information on top of it all. And even if he does end up getting traded out, that is still so damn difficult for 9 to come back in from. GXX gets 1, but has probably not realized that he has moved past him. The problem for Minio is his options are limited at best. And now they are depleted at worst.
Goofy making his way up shore with the bomb. Hades is far and away from his teammate. No longer has a teammate, and Juan Flatro makes sure that he joins him quite quickly afterwards. We won't see the same concessions that 9 had on their CT side. You know, mid was also coming up somewhat for free, trying to phase the smoke. Minio finds the kill, but it's almost immediately countered. No one there with him to try and take over connection control. Kai actually holding for the eventual move out, but Juan Flatru, you're not supposed to get away with 2.
The smoke's over and out. Synopsis found and eliminated Kyler in the meanwhile. Goofy, good trade, but it's all about trying to find Synopsy before the rest of the players actually come over, and Synopsy cannot be allowed to get another kill, and Hades has done just that. One Fratcher as well, a quick casualty as Goofy was yet to reveal his position. GXX Swift rotation back over to try and return in. Hades won't be expecting this in the flight as GXX's speedy rotation won't even be checked, more likely than not. Hades is gone. It is 15. 9 cannot catch a break.
And that ended up becoming, well, a non-starter. Same story here for 9. First kill is in from Scenari. Smoking Palace, so there's no trade available. Closest player that could have received Scenari, and Regal has also gotten his 1 kill towards middle. In fact, he's pushing deeper than that. So there's a potential flank on this A bomb site. They'll find that bomb and rather quickly. Minio is all that's left, and Connector's all he's got to work off of. And the nade will greet him. Good kill from Minio, brings it down to 1-on-2, and he's got some space to actually retrieve this bomb.
Needs to get it down fast, but I just prioritized trying to look for a duel initially. He's got no idea how far or close Raygun could be at this stage. Theoretically moved through CT spawn and gone to the B bomb site as well. So the fact that he's waited this long does at least make Bad News Eagles and see, but the problem is he's turned around, he's looking elsewhere, and he is now dead on top of it all. So 1-1 as far as the maps are concerned, and we're going to be going to Anubis, but what a convincing performance to come through from the Eagles right here and now.
Taking their own map picks. 9 will start CT side here on Anubis, and Minio already looking to start the action. Hot off with the presses. Dooley's out, and the flash is great. An instigate and frag, and Goofy will come up to sweep up the pieces. That middle aggression completely trumped Bad News Eagles, running into A instead.
Kyler found out taken down, but it's Kai and Goofy who are still managing to hold down the fort back from heaven. GXX unable to isolate, and it's a good pistol round start to things for 9.
Here for B&E, they're trying to go quick, but the spam is decent. They're even fighting in from middle. Nate is going to land at the feet of GXX, and Juan Flatru is very low, and while he will sit close to the underpass. He's actually going to walk straight through. Okay, yeah, Goofy was somewhat aware that was a possibility. Don't even think he saw one, but just fired off a haphazard spray and will convert. Rigon does find a counter kill on a B, but the Molotov is timely. Smoke down as well. Bad News Eagles cannot chase.
GXX has to find the kill. Instead, we'll find a whole lot of death.
Hesitant. Hovering around outside of A, and they have still not fully cleared it. So Kai is alone, but great off angle. Scenario's not accounted for it. Rigon does take up the platform, sitting at the cage, and Minio goes out to hard clear. It was a possibility, and just limiting the chances for Rigon.
Teams haven't been the best at actually dealing with it on the G side.
Yeah, hard to find the right timing to throw a potential nade stack in that area. You also have to worry that they might even just push through the smoke and take deep control. Counter kill over from Synopsy at A, and that's Hades' AWP hitting the deck. There's a second set of players going to take up Mantle on A, but Synopsy just trying to create some chaos, add some space. Minio's inside of the smoke, waiting for it to phase, but that's Synopsy gone, and there was no one else alongside him, but they have been able to get Rigon down through middle and can potentially cut off rotations back over towards the B bomb site where the bomb is dropped. Oh my.
Oh, what? He gets a shot in there? Wow.
Surprised he was so ready.
Feels like he might not have been. Just a quick snap reaction. GXX, however, snapped onto Goofy. Will not be making a move just yet. He wants to link up with Minios coming in from behind. Freebie found. Rigon is about to try and respond. Will not be given a chance, and with 10 seconds on the clock, honestly, it might just be better to let him save into the next round, even if it is the AWP.
The money's in a good enough place where they could have actually justified the hunt, but yeah, it's too far gone. Rigon can escape with that AWP, and this could be a slow crunch towards B. They're just hoping that they bleed enough of that CT utility before they execute.
Goofy's being mollied out of position at this point, but by the time they actually start to break onto the bomb site, he's already activated, found two more. Minio, a quick Molotov to try and keep Goofy slightly safer, even if it does look like he actually ended up molling out what position Goofy wanted to take up. And in the meanwhile, back in the reposition attempt, they will be losing out players. Minio still takes advantage of the chaos, and he will come out on top of it all. Triple kill to close it out, this B bomb site.
A lot of heroics from anyone on the B&E side. Compare this to how he started off on Mirage. Very quick on the affair. Very awkward spray as well to look at from Kai's perspective. GXX just adjusts on a nice little 90-degree angle and finds the kill. Rifle cannot be retrieved, and the AWP is watching, peering in that direction to make sure that doesn't fall into enemy hands.
Oh dear, that's an awkward fumble. Hades will be able to smoke himself off and actually fade away. Minio's been the one set up for the kill instead, even if he does.
Got two Molotovs that can really section them off, and there's only really one safe post plant they can play from.
Molotov number one, there comes Fountain. Has been pushed away. Rigon, it does spread to him, but a little bit late, and Minio doesn't realize that it hadn't spread just quite yet. Rigon goes ahead and picks up another one. Molotov to the back, and that means that Hades needs to get on the defuse, and soon he'll probably not have an ability to actually get it punched in time. Scenari closes it out.
That recovered weapon.
This is terrifying. You've got to deal with a full cheerleader stack coming your way. Now, they do dismantle it, but Kyla has to dismantle them instead. It is a 2-on-2, so advantage swiftly mitigated. And with one Flatcher's HP being where it is, you can even go ahead and say it is regained, but actually regaining the A-bomb site is the real task. In order, GXX is able to take advantage of a greedy peek from Goofy. One Flatcher, however, does not realize that Kai is right nearby, and the P250 is all he needs. A deep grenade, but he doesn't realize GXX has position all the way back towards A main. Kai seems to be more aware of this now, and especially with the shot being baited out, is going back to try and tap the bomb. Both players pulling out pistols and just looking to fight it out with each other. GXX turns the corner, rounds it onwards, and Kai needs to get this kill fast. Running out of bullets, GXX will win through. The Glock, one thing it is better than in...
Lurk smoke at B, but they won't actually try and use it. Creeping out towards the left side as you go in through B main. A massive risk.
Oh, baby Minio. That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Tyler, in the meanwhile, gets a quick one before dropping off. 3 HP does not affect him in the slightest. Let's go Hades to cover him off, and with the bomb being dropped, Hades wants to re-peek. And collection continues. Bad news, Eagles cannot string rounds together.
Wow. Not a single player falls. Kyler playing a nice little headshot angle the back of the bomb site.
Can you ask for a miracle at this point?
Really gambling on an over-rotation here from 9.
Doesn't look like it'll be coming in, though. All drop goes deep. Kai already found one. Kai wants to actually push forward with the AWP. He's got Minio covering him up. That's what gives him the bravado to try and make plays like it. And as Minio will fail to cover, Kai will fail to breathe. Leaves it all down to Kyler. Hades has got very little to be able to actually do in this position. And as the flashbang goes forward, Kyler is not going to be affected by it. Is really hoping to pick up these 2 kills and quickly. If not, then Hades will have to find them. And as he misses another shot, it's a sitter. He had to get that one.
Up imbalances like we were talking about earlier.
Ah, he's gone. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah, took him an extra second. Got his gun out, but didn't help him.
Max 7s, 1 flat true. As a dual Minio's tried to take so many times over, this time over, he is going to fail in the attempt. Goofy, lots of weight on his shoulders, but none of it is actually provided by his head, which has been taken clean off. Hades, another miss coming through. There's been a few too many of those this game.
Only for that shot to miss. Scramble what little they can, and they're very quick-footed down through canals. They have information, though, and even creeping through the smoke. Synopsy will find his kill in middle. No problems whatsoever. Hades once again left to his own devices, and long range, Rigon won't hit anything. Hades will connect on 3 body shots. And Juan Flaco decided that he wanted to go at it as well. 9-6 half here for Bad News Eagles. We'll have to see, or rather for 9, we'll have to see whether Bad News Eagles can convert on their defensive end, or whether 9 will come back into this game. Or that they don't find success, but you get to see whether 9 will buck that trend. Fasten towards this A site. Nade is great, does so much damage, but they find the entry, and Goofy's not done with just one. A secondary frag found, but they don't clear out for GXX. They eventually will have to flush him out of position, but that smoke for now will deny information. Nothing GXX can do about it. His teammates come in on the rotate, and he gets nothing. He gets headshot. Goofy finishing with a full pistol ace. He did it all.
Is exactly what Rigon was looking for.
A little spread out here on the 9 side. Now they're going to start to compete, but Bad News Eagles have done it first. 4 players in at the A bomb site, and the main attack is getting completely thwarted, only until Hades answers with 3. Now he's got backup. 9 HP won't be enough to finish off business. Scenari's known about, and the rotate's cut down, so this was looking good for B&E to maybe steal a round away, unless Scenario can finally convert on the whole shebang. Missed shots, and Hades finally runs out of ammo. Scenario on 20 HP. Still able to escape. That's like a little offered up, and Scenari almost transfers over, but Minio's playing it so safe, so careful. Around that smoke, he could reset A main, and he still toys with peeking plat. No kit for Scenari, so chances are dwindling, and he's running out of time. In fact, I think that timer is gone. Minio will finally suss him out and hit the final bullet. But a very close affair here on the force buy from Bad News Eagles. But
it's one or the other, right? Well, let's see whether it pays off better this time over. GXX already started things off with a bang, and I'm not just talking about the disappearing case of feet and arms that he has just found. There's the grenade thrown forward. So Nopsy's got a teammate right next to him who's packing quite a punch as well. That punch wants to keep on delivering. Rigon can't adjust in time to the verticality, but Synopsy is there to cover off, and suddenly advantage for Bad News Eagles seems to be extending past the point of return. A 1-on-3 for Kyler to try and recover.
Good thing for him is that they have no info on where he's gone off to, and the timing just might work out. No, never mind.
No.
Back offered up, and GXX will finish off business.
Crucial kill to find. Kai was such an important member of the First half 9. Hyler, well traded out. Gets revenge eventually. On the push up. Moves his aim away, but even still somehow gets the frag. And 9 is very content with the 3-on-3 that they have managed to retain, because they know that Bad News Eagles will look to get aggressive at one point or the other in such a situation. And Rigon's punishment is exactly what they were hoping to find.
Yeah, well, another one tries to take his place, and it's Synopsy to have the same fate to international competitions.
Yeah.
One of the limitations that's been highlighted, that they don't come in all guns blazing. Sometimes they do just fall a little flat. Of Kai, and now they're going to try to attempt to pincer this B bomb site from both lower and outside B main. The thing is, Bad News Eagles actually have 3 in close proximity out on the bomb site. Sceneri standing his ground. First kill is great, smoke deployed as well, and there will be a counter there from Minio. Through the smoke, Rigon goes, and Minio's none the wiser. He's expecting Rigon to have fallen back, but that bomb's making its way to A instead.
All in the meanwhile, Goofy was just trying to find the duel back in A, but Rigon is still hot on the heels. Coming in. The problem is Kyler. Kyler's also coming in with a flank on the flank, and Rigon is so aware of it. GXX, his contribution to this round is going to be incredibly limited unless Rigon's able to find at least one. GXX knows that Deagle is his best friend right now because Rigon is dead. And a dead man cannot replace the firepower that this Desert Eagle gives him.
And GXX is hunted by shadows. Thought he cleared close enough by that he could simply walk away, but
Minio's been very good in the middle as well, but does he realize that Rigon's rotated back to the double doors, or does he even want to test it? Ah, what a timing! Right as his teammates start to reveal their positions, Minio will strike with 3. Bad News Eagles have been completely dismantled on this map. 9 have outplayed them time and time and time again, and the time for the Eagles is up. Their wings are clipped, and they will fall not just in this map, but down to the lower bracket if Sceneri cannot do something about it. Last chance, last opportunity, last hurrah, and last breath as Hades will put him down. 9 take it away, 2-1. Coming through, looking good.
yeah, I mean, that play from Minio was exceptional. You saw from Rigon's POV, he wanted to keep fighting for middle, but as soon as that util came into the A bomb site, he just immediately gave it up.